Not too long ago, I was showing off my studio slash den slash home office in the basement of the new house to a friend of mine. They were very interested in all of the Viking paraphernalia that I had: swords, axes, helmets, the artwork, the books. And then they turned to me and said, "How is it that you admire the Vikings so much? Don't you know that they were evil?" I confess I'd never really thought of it that way. But upon further reflection, they were the Taliban slash ISIS of their day. They were the terrorists. And they held much of the known world as hostages in their reign of terror. So why did I find them so attractive? I had to go back quite a ways to my teen years to recognize that that's where it all began. And it was how I saw the Vikings. They were bold, adventuresome, decisive, strong, courageous. They were innovators and creative people. They didn't take anybody's guff. You didn't mess with a Viking. And I realized they were everything that I didn't see in myself. I wanted, in the worst way, to be like a Viking. I guess that'll have to wait until my next life. But were they evil? And what is evil? We throw that word around a lot these days, both in religious and non-religious circles. We're more than willing to brand just about anybody as evil if we don't like them. And why is that? And why is there such things as evil in this world? I was reading the other day Revelation to one of the medieval mystics, Bridget of Sweden. And in that revelation, there is an interesting discussion of evil and why evil exists in the world. I'd never really thought of it in quite these ways. Essentially, what it said was that evil exists to reveal to us the dark, hidden, and extreme side of humanity. Those things that we see in ourselves, most deeply buried. But what, if we are not careful, can come to fruition, can break out? It is, in a sense, a warning of what lies deep inside of us, our evil inclinations and ideations. In that regard, the evil that was Hitler and Nazi Germany simply revealed a long-standing anti-Semitism that lie within much of the known world. Hitler simply made it real and visible and rose to catastrophic. But we see the same thing in the way the early settlers dealt with the Native Americans and later with slaves and the African American population. Evil simply reveals the dark side of humanity, what each of us carry inside. If the Torah, the law, reveals what life should be and how we should behave, And it serves as a mirror to drive us to God's grace when we recognize how far we fall short of it. Evil serves as a similar mirror that reminds us of how dark those dark places are in our lives, what we could be capable of. That's why it scares us so much. As I said earlier, we use that term pretty loosely these days. And we need to be careful when we use it to also reflect why it is that we fear those people so much. What is it about Obama, Trump, and Biden that hits a nerve with us? Or those countless congresspeople, or governors, or whoever the evil du jour is. What's going on inside of us that evil reveals? Where are our dark places? And why is it that we emulate and almost hero worship others? This too speaks volumes about who we are and how we see ourselves. Take it from a wannabe Viking. In both instances, the law and the evil drive us to the same place, to the grace of God. For only by the grace of God, there go I. Our Father, we have wandered and hidden from your face. In foolishness have squandered your legacy of grace. But now in exile dwelling, we rise with fear and shame, as distant but compelling, we hear you call our name. And now at length discerning the evil that we do, behold us, Lord, returning with hope and trust to you. In haste you come to meet us, and home rejoicing bring. In gladness there to greet us, with calf and robe and ring. O Lord of all the living, both banished and restored, compassionate, forgiving, and ever caring Lord, grant now our trust transgressing, our faithlessness may cease. Stretch out your hand in blessing, in pardon and in peace.